Hey everybody. So I just finished up my beginner calisthenics workout and it was really enjoyable. I felt like I got a couple rounds in and moved the body, got some sunshine. The sun's back out, which is really nice. Gives me the opportunity to get some vitamin D before going inside and doing some reading or maybe reading out here underneath the cover of the shade. But while that video is waiting to be uploaded, I figured I would try something from my phone because perhaps data will be more quick. The purpose of this video, though, is I just want to talk about perspective. First, a little bit of a foreword is that I'm making all of these videos completely raw. I'm not going to edit anything. I don't really care to, because the purpose of this isn't to become YouTube famous, but more just to kind of share my experience and then just communicate and connect with other people. That being said, I want to just put a word out there on perspective. I know that the world seems to be, it's kind of harrowing times like all around. It's very uncertain here in the United States as of now, but I have family in Europe and I have friends that are in places that are a little bit more compromised as of now. And there are places that are, not in Europe that are going to be worse off yet. So I'm thinking like of places like in South America and some areas, and then as well as Africa. And then what I'm getting at when I'm saying this is that the opportunity to, be at home surrounded by a loved one, sitting in a garden, with the sun on my body and feeling pretty good and knowing that I have access to certain resources has really made me, feel grateful. And I've been practicing gratitude a lot for like the past couple years of my life. I have found that, not unlike anybody else, everybody kind of has those moments in their life where perhaps your emotional health doesn't necessarily check out like you would want it to. And one of those things that has helped me kind of get through those times is an element of just practicing gratitude. This is something that lots of people that are successful always, tend to mention and come back to. I found it to be really useful just to take the time to, be grateful for big and small things, people in your life, and then things that are around. Even though I'm not working or getting paid or anything like that, I'm grateful that I have a job and have had the experience to work in a job that I love, that being physical therapy. I'm grateful that I've had the opportunity to remain healthy and help people as well. I'm grateful that, even though you can't really leave or you choose not to leave for your sake and then for the sake of others, gives me the opportunity to kind of slow life down. And, because you can, at least I can only watch so much TV or, play enough Zelda on the Switch, which is a great game if you haven't, but, really slows things down and lets me, appreciate the small things, like which flowers have budded since yesterday, have I noticed a different type of bird in the garden. Those are for my snoof buddies. I have had a past and do continue to like to do some birding or bird watching. But I mean, it is nice to kind of like slow life down and put things into perspective, because as far as society goes, ordinarily, it's hectic running around, always an appointment to another appointment. I'm chronically late. I feel like there's too much going on. So times like these where there's almost nothing going on kind of allows me to feel like I can slow down a little bit and, colloquially stop and smell the roses or the flowers. Because even now with the internet and such like that, I can still get more accomplished at home doing, no work for monetary value than someone 100 years ago could hope to do in maybe months or a lifetime, depending on who they are. So that's another thing to be grateful for, is that there is still an element of connectivity when there is distance between us all. I really do want to try to get like these live things going, because I think it would be fun to have an opportunity to meet, people both that I know and potentially new people as well, but kind of gather some other perspectives. But I do invite you to, if you have the opportunity, go outside, get some sun on your face, think a little bit, just about nothing, be bored for a second and have the opportunity to, maybe be creative or come to touch things. By the way, one thing I'm grateful for is I hear the garbage truck going on right now, as things are probably going to continue to close. Waste management service people, that is a totally unchampioned public service that we have. Without those men and women out there in that profession, things would literally be disastrous. So thank you to them. Thanks to all y'all. And just change our perspective a little bit.